Welcome to Retirement Ramblings. I'm Scott, and today is day 131 on my countdown to retirement. So, I started today, as I do every Saturday, doing my weekly financial review, and we ended the week up 0.31%. So, we're now up 9.87% for the year across our portfolio. I then cross-checked that to see what the S&P 500 is doing. Not that that's my benchmark, but since everybody else uses that as a benchmark, just to figure out how I'm doing relative to what all the professionals seem to benchmark against. And that was up 9.95% for the year so far. So we're tracking pretty close to the index, and given the fact that I'm running a 70-30 IRA portfolio and an 80-20 Roth IRA portfolio, so not 100% in equities, I feel like that's pretty good that we're staying pretty close to the S&P. And then this week I lightened up my exposure on the SPDR Dow Jones Industrial Average ETF when it finally, after a year, crossed to a new high. And so I reduced my overall exposure down to 5%, and I decided that I was going to take the money that I got out of the liquidation of the stock that was, or the ETF that was above that, and I'm going to move that into the IUSV, which is the iShares Core S&P US Value ETF that has 693 holdings instead of 30. It also has a 0.04% fee instead of the 0.16% fee of the DIA, and I only give up exposure for Caterpillar, Visa, American Express, Salesforce, IBM, and Nvidia by making that change, and I pick up 663 additional stocks of diversification within that mixture. And then so I compared the IUSV is currently up 6.07% year to date versus the Dow Jones, which is up 6.22. When you look at the 1 year return, the IUSV is at 7.17%, while the Dow Jones is at 11.25%. But then when you look at the 3 year return, the IUSV is at 12.52%, and the Dow Jones is at 11.91%. And then when you compare the dividend yields, the IUSV is at 2.02% versus 1.53% for the Dow. So I really, don't like the idea of having only 30 stocks in the mixture as I move into retirement. So I'm going to move more money, into this other ETF. And then the stock market as a whole finished the week mixed. We had the Dow Jones finished up 1.5% to 45,632. The S&P 500 was up 0.3% at 6467. The Nasdaq was down 0.6% at 21,497, and the Russell 2000 was the big winner for the week, up 3.4% to 2363. 2 of the 11 S&P 500 sectors were down for the week. That was telecom down 0.9% and information technology down 1.6%. And then when I checked out WTI crude, that was up this week 1.4% to $63.66 a barrel. Gold was up 1.1% to $34.1850 a troy ounce. Natural gas was down 7.5% to $2.69.8. And then international markets this week were mixed, mostly up, but Japan was the big loser, down 1.7% to 42,633, and the winner for the week was China, up 3.5% to 3826. So then, after doing the portfolio analysis for the week, I went outside and decided to trim all the plants in my courtyard, as well as weed my raised garden beds. So I did that. While I was doing that, my wife started painting our guest room. And then we got a delivery from Amazon of her new Keurig K-Cup maker. Her other one lasted for 12 years, and like clockwork, on the 12-year anniversary, it stopped working. So she's convinced that there's a timer in there that after so much time, it automatically stops working. I don't know. Anyway, when it arrived, I helped her unbox it and set it up. And then my electric razor, while we were on the trip, the foil somehow got torn, and so it nicks me now when I'm trying to use it. So I ordered a replacement foil and cutter on Amazon, along with some milk thistle. So that should be here in a couple days. And then I also ordered a replacement toner cartridge for my HP LaserJet, or not LaserJet, my HP laser printer. And I bought it this time from Planet Green, which supposedly is the largest OEM distributor of HP products. I've never purchased from them before, so I'll see if it really shows. I mean, it was about 25-30% cheaper than buying directly from HP. So I figured I'd give it a shot, but we'll see if it actually shows up as an actual original OEM cartridge, so that I don't have any problems in the printer. It should show up in a couple of days. Then, as I indicated to you guys previously, when I was going through London Heathrow, the wheels on my luggage got shredded on their moving sidewalks. And so I have been looking at Amazon and other places to see if I can get replacement wheels. I was able to find replacement wheels for my larger luggage, the 26-inch luggage, and that's going to cost me about $73 with tax to be able to replace the 8 wheels that go across the 2 suitcases. I have not yet been able to find replacement wheels for the smaller carry-on luggage. My luggage requires like 7 holes for mounting, and most of them are either 4 or 5 holes. And if you decide to use the smaller holes, then you have to worry about water getting in and moisture in general. So I'm trying to find the right wheels. I may end up being able to literally find just the wheels and put wheels on. But right now I'm also contemplating seeing if I can get 8 good wheels from between the 2 of them, make one carry-on, work with the existing wheels, and then while I continue to look for replacement wheels for the other carry-on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have enough good wheels left, but that's my current thinking. And then once my wife called it a day for her painting of the guest room, we decided to go out to the Mellow Mushroom and get a holy shiitake pizza with extra garlic aioli sauce on it. So, because the last time we had it, which was quite a while ago now, they gave us very little garlic aioli, and it just didn't taste, as good as we remembered. So we wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. And then this evening, I'm going to probably research some LED bulbs for the house. I have a number of daylight bulbs that recently burnt out that are in the 1170 lumen range. So I'm not sure if that's 75 watts, 60 watts. I'm going to need to figure that out. But my plan is to go figure out where I'm going to get those, whether it's from 1,000 bulbs, whether it's going to be Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere else. But that's my plan for the remainder of the evening. So, so that's my update for today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section down below, or drop me an email at myretirementramblings@gmail.com. Otherwise, hope you have a great evening, and until tomorrow, take care.